Happy New Year! I'm so excited to be in 2021, aren't you? Okay, so I posted yesterday that I was showing my kids this, even though I've taught them this their whole life, I actually sat them down and had them watch The Secret yesterday. And Erin Bergeron, a friend of mine, she told me about The Secret and Beyond, and I am so sad I did not watch it sooner because I would have had my answers sooner, and they were actually things that I was thinking, right? And it was just great for them to make the follow-up movie to affirm to me that I was right, which I love. So basically The Secret, it's about the, a gratitude mindset and the power of positive thinking. And so what they teach you is these positive thoughts. You have to back them up with, positive feeling, and then act on inspiration, believe you deserve it, and it'll come. Now, The Secret and Beyond, even though it is actually mentioned in The Secret, it's just not hammered home. It actually is in The Secret. If you watch the whole thing, and if you watch it more than one time, you get all these other points in it too. But they made it, and it hits it home a little harder, right? So they hit a little harder in The Secret and Beyond in taking action, right? And then what they hit more on is, like, if you do not feel in alignment about what you're wanting, like if your heart and your mind are not in alignment, it's not gonna come, right? And that's the divine part of it. That's the godly part of it, or if you believe in the universe, what higher power, whatever you believe, it's the alignment that brings it in. And the final part is when you're ready. And that just really hit it on the head, because if any of you know the story of bamboo and how it grows for 5 years under the ground before you even see one little leaf come up, and then after that it's like pew, 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 pew. That's kind of like the life I've been living. I've been divorced for 5 years now. I've been living in this house for almost 5 years that I've been living in. And in the past 4 months, I have probably experienced every single trauma I experienced in the last 5 or 6 years. Like, since right after my birthday, I probably got hit with every little thing that used to make me fall down and end up in bed, or drink, or whatever, the things I used to do, or blow up at people, or send ranting emails, and so I was hit. I've been pummeled since probably mid-August, be it by exes or ex-in-laws, or money and business situations, just pummeled. And it was just like, in an unbelievable way, like, who does this happen to, all in the span of this short amount of time? And of course, because I believe in this, I'm like, well, I'm attracting it, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't, how am I attracting this? How am I attracting it? Because I'm not in a negative space, really. So what they drive home is when you're ready, right? So I wish I watched this sooner, because I had a deal fall through that shouldn't have fallen through. It shouldn't have happened. It should not have happened. But at the end of the day, it did. And I've never cried in real estate, but I cried that day, and that was, I guess, maybe New Year's Day before New Year's, the 30th maybe. I never cried in real estate before in 7.5 years. I never cried. I cried that day. I cried that day. And so I was like, God, what the heck? Like, why am I, I do the right things. I pray every day. I go to church every week, even virtually. I'm always thinking good things. I'm teaching my kids great things. I'm keeping negative things from around us. Like, why am I losing? Why am I going through this space? And then the next morning, I remembered that my friend Erin Bergeron said I needed to watch Secret and Beyond, and it was When You're Ready. So what I got to experience is looking back at the past 4 months and seeing that none of these things that happened to me made me drink. I didn't drink. None of these things put me in bed and immobilized me and made my anxiety take over. I did not lose my cool and yell at people. I may have spoken sternly and directly, but I didn't get belligerent or disrespectful or hang up on people or block them, you know, stuff like that. So it was so cool to see how much I have to look forward to. And I think part of that is that I have to acknowledge the lesson too. So that's a part of why I'm making the video, is that I want to acknowledge that I've learned the lesson, that I've seen how far I come, that I am ready, you know, to level up into the next thing. So I definitely, if you haven't watched The Secret, watch The Secret, and then right after watch The Secret and Beyond, because it ties it all together in, you know, teaching you about the mind and heart and being in alignment and how it all actually works. So I recommend. Happy New Year to y'all. Thank you for letting me be a part of your 2021.